Today's topic is indirect recursion. Here we will study what is indirect recursion, how we can apply the indirect recursion in our program. We'll do few dry runs and in different way, different dry runs we will do to understand it little bit more closely what exactly this is. So let's start. Let's see what is indirect recursion. It says that there may be more than one method and they are calling one another in a circular manner. We know what is circular manner. Circular manner in the sense if method 1 is calling method 2, method 2 is calling method 3, method 3 is calling in turn method 1. समझ में नहीं आया ना? चलो फिगर देखते हैं. Here we have method 1 which is calling method 2 and method 2 calls method 3. Method 3 calls method 1. What exactly this is? Circular manner it is calling the method. But this process is repeating. Look at this. Again method 1 is calling method 2. Method 2 is calling method 3. Method 3 is calling method 1. This process continues till the base condition is true, or we can say if the base condition is false, then the recursion will stop. This is what called indirect recursion. Now we'll see how we can apply it in our program. The program says that write a program to check whether a number is even or odd. Let's see the method header. It is static. That means I want to call the method inside the main method without creating the object of the class. Return type of the method is string. Method name is or takes one parameter of type integer. Body of the method starts. The base condition says that if the number is less than 0 or negative, then it will return the message called negative number. It is enclosed within double quotes, so it is a string constant. Because of that reason, the return type of the method is string. Otherwise, I am using ternary operator where I am checking the condition if the number is equals to 0. If it is true, then it will return true, true, enclosed within double quotes, which is a string constant. Because of that reason, the return type of the method is string. If the condition is false, then it will go to this particular part where I am calling another method called isEven after reducing the number by 1 in actual parameter. Close of the body of the method. Let's see the definition of this method isEven. This is the header, static method. Return type is string, isEven is the method name. It also takes one parameter because when it will call, it will transfer the control from method call to method definition. It is passing a number, so the parameter is receiving a number over here. The body of the method start, base condition is same. If the number is negative, then it will return negative, which is enclosed within the quotes. It is a string constant. Return type of the method is string. Otherwise, again ternary operator is used. If the condition is true, then it will return false, which is enclosed within double quotes. It is of type string. Because of that reason, return type of the method is string. But if it is false, then it will transfer the control to this particular part where it is going to call the method called isOr after reducing the number by 1. Which one is isOr? This method is isOr. This is the chaining method call, and inside isOr again I am calling isEven. So this is recursive. Let's see the main method inside which I am calling the method called isOr. I am passing the parameter 4. It is returning a string, so that's why I am using a string object over here to store the return value. Thereafter, I am checking if re.length, that is the result that is stored in re, if it is length is greater than 5, then what I am going to display? I am going to display the RE only. That is whatever it is storing in RE, that I will display. Otherwise, I am checking again. Boolean dot parse boolean. This is wrapper class boolean and the method parse boolean, which will convert the string parameter to boolean type, because it is returning either true or false over here. It is of type string, so I am using parse boolean to convert it. If the return value is true, then if true will execute this particular part to display even. If the result that is stored over here is false, then it will execute the else part, which will display odd. Now we'll see the dry run to understand it a little bit more clearly. As we know that program execution starts from main method, the first statement is the method call. So what it is going to do? It is going to transfer the control from method call to method definition, and the actual parameter is passed to the formal parameter, which is 4. So n value is 4, n is less than 0, it is false. So what it is going to do? It is going to execute this particular statement where it will check the condition n is equal to 0, it is false. So which part will execute? It will execute this particular part where it will evaluate the actual parameter 4 minus 1, which is 3. Now it will call the method which will transfer the control to the method definition of is even, where the n value will be 3, n is less than equals to 0, condition is false. So it will execute this particular part where the condition is n is equal to 0, again it is false because 3 is equal to 0 is not true. So which part it will execute? This call part, but before that it will reduce the actual parameter by 1. So 3 minus 1 is equal to 2. Now it will call the method which will transfer the control to the is odd definition part where n value will be 2, because here it is passing 2 as an actual parameter. 2 less than is equal to 0, condition is false. So it will check n is equal to 0, again it is false. It will reduce the number by 1, 2 minus 1 is 1. After that it will call the function which will make the n value as 1. 1 less than is equal to 0, condition is false. So it will execute n is equal to equals to 0, which is false again because 1 equals to 0 is false. So it will reduce the actual parameter by 1. 1 minus 1 will become 0. Now it will call the method which will transfer the control to is odd definition where n value will be 0. 0 less than 0, condition is false. N is equal to equals to 0. Now it is true. Which part it will execute? This particular part. So it will return true now. To whom it will return? To this string object, because it will return the control to the method call which will store the return value in RE. What is the return value? That is true. So RE will contain true. After that the next condition will be checked where RE.length is 4, because this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. 4 characters are there. 4 is greater than 5. Condition is false. So it will come to the else if part where this string true will be converted into boolean type. So it will become if true. If true, that means it will execute the body. So the body part contains display even. So the output will come even. Let's check one more dry run. Let's check one more dry run where the first statement will be executed inside the main. It is going to call isOr method where the actual parameter 3 is going to pass to this formal parameter where the n value will become 3. It will check the condition. 3 is less than equals to 0. Condition is false. So it will come to this particular part where it will check n is equals to 0. 3 is equals to 0. Condition is false. So it will execute the false part. But before that it will reduce the actual parameter by 1. So 3 minus 1 is equal to 2. Now it will call the method which will transfer the control from method call to method definition, where the formal parameter will become 2. Now 2 is less than 0, condition is false. So it will execute this particular part where it will check n is equal to equals to 0, which is false. 2 equals to 0, condition is false. So it will execute the false part where actual parameter 2 minus 1 is 1. Now it will call the method isOr, which will transfer the control to the method header. Here n value will be 1. 1 is less than 0, condition is false. After that it will check n is equals to 0, 1 equals to 0, condition false. Again it will reduce the actual parameter by 1, 1 minus 1 is 0. Now it will call the method which will transfer the control to the definition part where the formal parameter value will be 0. Now 0 is less than 0. Condition is false. Here it will check n is equals to 0. Now 0 equals to 0, condition is true. So what it will do? It will execute the true part where it is returning false. To whom it will return? It will return to the call part. So this is the call part which will store the return value in RE. So what is the value of RE? It is false. So after that it will execute the condition part where it checks the length, RE.length. How many characters are there in RE? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 characters are there. So RE.length is 5. 5 is greater than 5. Condition is false. So it will come to the else if part where RE value is converted to boolean because it is in the form of string. You can see it is storing the data in string. Here the condition will become if false. So if it is false, it will come to this else part where the else part displays OR. So the output will be displayed OR. Let's check one more dry run. Again, the first statement of the main method will execute where it passes minus 7 as an actual parameter to the method definition part where n value will become minus 7. The first statement is the base condition. Minus 7 less than 0. The condition is true this time. So which part it will execute? This particular part. So it will return negative number. To whom it will return? To the method call part where method call part will store the result in RE. What is the value of RE? Negative number. After that it will check the if condition where it calculates the length first. RE.length. What is the length of RE? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, spaces 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15 characters are there. So RE.length will give me 15. 15 is greater than 0. Condition is true. So which part will execute? It's true part where it is displaying RE only. What is there in RE? Negative number. So the output will be negative number. Hope everybody has understood the mechanism of indirect recursion clearly. It's time to see the homework where again this time we have to find out the output because maximum questions are coming from this particular part. Find out the output. This is the method header where n value is given in question number 1 is 10 and in second question it is 11. This is the body of the method where the base condition is no less than 0. It will return minus 1. If it is not, then n plus n value will be added to test of n minus 2, which is the actual parameter. That means we have one more method called test. This is the closing body of the check method. This is the method for test header where it is taking an parameter called n. This value is passed over here. Its body begins, base condition is same, no less than 0, then it will return minus 1. Otherwise, again the same mechanism is applied, n plus n the recursive call is making to the check function. Look at over here. It is making a call to check method where it is passing n minus 2 as an actual parameter. Look at this. Inside the body, again it is calling test. Inside the test, it is calling check. So this will become your indirect recursion. Let's see how many of you can able to give the correct answer.